In wire work, having the correct shape of wire for your project is really important. There are numerous shapes to know about, and knowing which one is best suited to your project will help it come out beautifully. I'm Patti. I'm a jewelry designer here at Fire Mountain Gems and Beads, and today I'm going to be talking about 5 shapes of wire and what you need to know about them.
Get our email newsletter for beading news, sale announcements, new product announcements, and more. Link is in the description below.
Round wire. Round wire is the most common shape of wire and the easiest to work with. It's great for getting started in wire work, but advanced designers use it too. It's wonderful for making tight wraps, for using on a jig, or for creating shapes. Here is some round wire. You can see that. So it's round all the way around. And here's a piece that I've created with round wire. You can see that I've made these wonderful shapes, and there are all of these wonderful tight wraps on this piece. Half round wire. Half round wire is just like round wire that has been split down the middle. And so you have a flat side and a domed side. It's wonderful for tight wraps and joining pieces together. It's not so good on a jig or for creating freeform shapes. Here is some half round wire. You can see that flat side on the back down here, and that round domed side on the top. Here's a piece where I've used some half round wire. You can see I have all of these different elements here that I've created, and I've joined all of those elements with these little sections of this half round wire where the flat side is hugging those elements and the dome side gives this really pretty finish on the outside. Square wire. Square wire is perhaps the most common shape after round wire. It's really beautiful to work with. It's great for creating tight wraps or shapes. And it's also something that you need a little more practice with in order to keep it flat while you're working with it. You can really inadvertently twist it, and you don't want to do that. And it also accepts tool marks a little easier than, say, round wire. Here is some square wire. You can see those gorgeous beveled edges. And here's a piece that's been made with square wire. You can see all of these little individual triangles are square. And when you twist it in the light, you really catch those beveled edges. So pretty. Twisted wire. Twisted wire comes in both round twisted and square twisted. Round twisted is when you take a single strand of wire, of round wire, and you twist it repeatedly to give it this really interesting look. And twisted square wire is when you take a piece of square wire and twist it repeatedly to get this great beveled twisted look. It's really good for combining with, say, round or square wire to give extra interest to the piece, and it also adds just that special bling. It's not so great to create tight wraps, and it also does accept tool marks much more easily than, say, round wire. Here's a piece that I've made with twisted wire. This is twisted square wire, and you can see how it has that rope-like quality. Really gives this lariat piece that Western look. Flat wire. Flat wire is also sometimes called bezel stock or rectangular wire. Flat wire is just what it says, wire that's been flattened. Here is some flat wire. You can see this one has a pattern in it. Real thin side and a real nice wide side. It comes in different sizes. It's wonderful for creating settings or for maybe creating a frame to pour resin into. Flat wire isn't something that you want to use in a jig or to create shapes with generally, because it really does have a surface where you're going to bend it in one direction or the other, but not in twists. Here's a piece that I've made using flat wire. We have this great ribbon piece, and it really does a great job in resembling ribbon. Fantastic for something like that too. Now that we've covered 5 shapes of wire and the basics about them, I hope you carry that knowledge forward in your jewelry making. Do you have a different shape of wire that you love to work with? Let us know in the comments. If you make a great wire piece, be sure to post it and tag us in the post. We'd love to see what your creativity brings to life. The links to the wire that we've talked about today are in the description box below. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and sign up for our email newsletter. We'll see you next time.